Hey guys, what's going on? Sean here with Westcott Designs. Today we're going to be going over the pullback kit on this Tundra here so we can get you better clearance for your wheels and tires. So the first step we're going to be doing is the clearancing on the front here. What we're going to do is run a line right across here with a razor and just cut it straight. You're going to line up with the fender flare right here. Just go straight across. There's going to be 3 bolts that you're going to remove that require a 10 millimeter. All right, so just take a razor blade here. All right, the next step, we're going to be removing the mud flap, which is going to be another 10 millimeter. And there's one more bolt on the back side. All right, so next step, you're going to lift up the inner liner. There's going to be 2 12 millimeter bolts inside there. We're going to remove this bracket. Pull this guy out, just kind of pull up on the liner there. This guy will wiggle out. We're going to reuse the 2 bolts that were holding the bracket in place. All right, now to put the bracket back in, this is how we're going to put it in. Just lines up with the factory bolt holes. I like to start these by hand. All right, and the next step in your kit, you'll have these little Christmas tree plugs. I'm going to push the liner back. You'll see the liner mounts up with the hole right here. Push the Christmas tree in, push it through the bracket. And for this back piece here, what you're going to have to do is push the liner back, line up where the hole's at, and we're going to be drilling it. And I use a 5/16 drill bit for it. Kind of open up the liner a little bit, push the plug through, line it up with the hole in the back. And if you push up on where this little bend is, it gives you a little bit of extra play. And then the last piece for the holdback on this, down here in the frame, you'll see there's a hole already. You have to drill through that for the plug to go in. Same thing, you're just gonna make sure that you're drilling the hole through the liner, lines up with that guy, and then we'll drill out the inside of that, the same size bit. So we're going to take our little Christmas tree, plug that guy in here. Tap it in. And then the hardware that we pulled out of here, I always put the bolt back in this guy, even though it's not needed. Then you got a bolt putting in here and the bolt on the bottom. Next step, what we're going to do is we're going to trim the body mount to do the body mount chop on it for better clearance. So for this, I'm going to be using a Sawzall. You can use a cutoff wheel if you have one too. All right, so this plate you'll see sits in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a grinder now, and I'm just going to kind of clean up around it and pull this side in just a little bit more. So as I was cleaning up this outside edge, I went ahead and hit around it all the way to clean up, to be prepared for our welds. All right, so once you have it lined in place where you want, we're going to go ahead and tack the 4 corners and fully weld it. Now you notice I've got some blue tape up here on the fender liner. I do that just as an added protection so we don't burn up the fender liner. All right, so once we've welded fully around it, the next step that we're going to be doing is grinding down those welds, smooth it out, make it look nice and factory. All right, so now that we've got it all smoothed out, nice and flush, what we're gonna do is just throw some paint on it, and that'll wrap up our body mount shop. All right, everybody, that wraps up our video for our Toyota Tundra tire clearance kit. If you learned anything, liked what you saw, go ahead and give us a like, subscribe to our channel. Until next time.